So, you were there for what purpose?
Well, I had spoken to Oscar prior to this, and to meet up with him, he was helping me with the dart. He was helping with a little bit of running because I had a prep for my next fight, which was in February, the 16th. So this was the 13th of January, around there, from what I remember correctly. And he was helping me with my final running and dart to bring my weight down as I fight in the cruiserweight division. And Oscar knew how to, obviously being an athlete he is, how to get in tip-top shape. So I met him there and he was helping me with that dart.
Were you eating or drinking something?
Well, we had a drink. We sat down, had a drink. I was eating. I ordered a pasta.
What happened then?
Well, what happened then was, obviously, I don't know for what reason, but a gun was passed under the table. And
well, if you say a gun was passed under the table, just explain to the court. Who passed the gun to whom?
Darren Fresco passed his gun under the table to Oscar.
So Darren Fresco, sitting at number 4, passed his gun to the accused that was sitting at number 1.
Yes, that is
How
correct.
How do you know that?
Well, I'm sitting in a company of 4 people, so it's not like there's a large group, and when you're sitting next to someone, you can see the gun being passed under the table.
Was anything said whilst the gun was handed over?
Whilst the gun was passed to Oscar?
Yeah.
Yes, from what I remember correctly, Darren said, "I'm one up." There's a bullet in the tail. I'm one up. I then believe Oscar removed that bullet.
You believe, or did you see it happen?
I did not see that happen.
Did not see it?
No.
But let us just explain to the court exactly what you saw and what you heard. You saw the gun being passed under the table?
Well, the movements, the actions. I didn't see the gun.
Okay. And you heard what Mr. Fresco said?
I'm one up, yes.
One up. What do you understand by one up?
That there's one loaded into the chamber.
Okay.
That people who carry guns, I suppose, carry one up.
Okay. And what happened next?
Shot went off. A shot went off in the restaurant, and then there was just complete silence. Once the shot went off, I looked down, I was in shock, and I looked down on the floor, and exactly where my foot was stationary, there was a hole in the floor.
Just before you go on, so you looked down and saw there was a hole in the floor. Can you just go to photograph 1139? Does that look familiar?
Yes.
Is that what you saw?
Yes.
You saw the hole in the floor. What else did you see?
Well, obviously I looked down, and from, I don't know, the marble tiles or the shrapnel, I'm not sure what, but I had a little graze on my toe. But I wasn't hurt or injured. I didn't need to seek medical treatment or any of that.
Were you bleeding?
I was scratched from the shrapnel. I don't know what from, but there was blood on my toe, yes.
And what did you do?
Well, from what I remember correctly, I went up to the bathroom to go get a tissue just to wipe it. I was in shock because I've never been in a confined area where a gunshot's gone off by accident, Could have been a fatality. So for me, I was very shocked. I don't think it sunk in until 3-4 days after. Because when it happened, I was shocked, but it happened, I didn't expect it. I didn't understand it.
But just shortly after that shot went off, who said what?
Well, the shot went off, and I do remember Oscar very clearly apologizing, "Is everybody okay?" Oscar, is everything okay? I apologize. I don't know what happened, how the gun went off, but he did apologize and say, "I'm so sorry, it was a mistake. Are you okay? Is everybody okay?" We all said, I remember I was fine. I was just obviously shocked by the gun, the bang of the shot.
What else was said?
What else was said before anybody came to the table? I do remember Oscar saying, "Please," to Darren, just say it was you. I don't want any tension around me. Just say it was you. And then once that was said, the people from the restaurant came to the table, and then that's when Darren said it was him.
Okay. So the accused said to Darren the words that What can you remember? What it is?
Well, don't quote me, Darren, but I remember he said, please take the blame for me. There's too much media hype around me. Just take the blame for me. And Darren Fresco, when the restaurant owners or manager came up, Darren took the blame. I'm saying vague, you can't quote me word for word, but along those lines.
Okay. And what happened thereafter?
We paid the bill. Obviously, the restaurant owners and that came up. The story that Darren discussed with them, I'll be honest, I was in complete shock, so I don't know exactly word for word what Darren discussed with them. But the bill was paid and we left, and I never spoke about it again. I don't know if Oscar did, I don't know if Darren did.
You deserve to know more. eNCA.com.